Let's talk about top-down driving. Hair pulled back by the wind, stuffed into a delightful little two-seater whose only purpose in life is to fill you, the driver, with joy. As the original product planner for the Mazda Miata once told me, well, making something bigger, heavier, more powerful doesn't always make it better. That was Bob Hull, the product planner for the original Miata and part of the secret North American team that worked inside Mazda North America down in Los Angeles, stealing money from other programs, and they built a prototype, which they then took secretly to Hiroshima, and at the very end of a big, long product presentation, they pulled out the concept for this vehicle. And the concept was pretty simple. Build a British-type roadster with electronics that don't fail and that won't leave a puddle of oil in your driveway. I'm Jeremy Cato, and this is CatoCarGuy.com. Thanks for watching, and if you have not already subscribed, please do. The Miata, now renamed the MX-5, in an epic failure of brand understanding, a failure to appreciate the value, the brand value in the name Miata. Well, this little car is a masterwork of art and cunning from a small automaker trying to survive in a world of giant makers like Toyota. But let's forget all that corporate nonsense and focus on what we've got here. This is the RF, the hardtop version of the Mazda Miata. You are looking at a mix of elegance and sports car raciness. One with a nose so low, it seems to kiss the ground. The proportions here are pretty much perfect. The stance, wide and bold. Squinty little wedges form the LED headlamps. From just aft of the front wheel arches, the body slopes gently down to the finished tail. Long nose, short rear deck, 17-inch wheels that fill up the arches. Perfect and perfectly simple. Other than these wedges for the hardtop, well, the body really doesn't have any lines to it. It's all smooth and curvy, out of respect for the original Miata. And cast your gaze to the overhangs, front and rear, especially up here at the front. They are impossibly short. How did this car achieve a 5-star crash test rating in Australia? Well, it's not been tested in the US, so we'll take the Australia results. But nonetheless, consider the Miata safe. Mazda chose to stuff it with airbags and electronics. Frankly, it's hard to understand why Mazda persists at building the kind of roadster that other manufacturers deem impractical and unprofitable. But there is an answer, and the answer comes in one word: branding. Where would Mazda be without the Miata? The Miata is the Mazda brand. And for drivers who like cars, drivers like me and you, the Miata is a gift. A gift from Mazda's crackpots who don't seem to understand that affordable roadsters, as invented by the British, refined by the Japanese, and briefly resurrected by the Americans, well, affordable roadsters are toppling like politicians' promises. Where once showrooms were lined with the likes of Honda's S2000, Toyota's MR2 Spyder, the Pontiac Solstice, and the Saturn Sky, well, only Mazda soldiers on. Most of the automotive world has given up on fun-to-drive, affordable roadsters, and for good reasons. Insurance costs and all the expensive airbags and electronics and the rest in a roadster with razor-thin profit margins. And of course, many of the boomers who drove sales in the 1990s have gotten stiffer and fatter and grayer and can't do the contortions required to get into a little two-seater like this. To be frank, I'm not sure Mazda can make the Miata relevant for youngish buyers today, youngish buyers who are more interested in the virtual world than the real one. But I don't care, because today I'm going driving in this car. Thanks for watching. I'm Jeremy Cato, and this is CatoCarGuy.com. We'll see you next time.